Dive Pirates is a miracle.
I just think that the mission is really important, and it's not disabilities, it's abilities, and there's always a way to get things done.
The opportunity to share, to give, the joy, the smiles, the exhilaration of that is to me is such a rush.
Having a small part to play in someone's life, right? But it's a small part at a pivotal moment in their life.
Well, I'll start with thank you all for being here, donating your time, coming in and helping us with making this a great trip. We've got a great week planned.
Me and my son and my wife got accepted to be part of the Dive Pirate week of scuba diving.
My dad grew up in Mexico, so he's always been around the water, and I've always seen everything from snorkeling or pictures, or people have told me what it looks like, and I thought it would be cool to go down and to see everything, and it actually came true.
It's arthrogryposis. It's a muscle and joint condition where in the second trimester of the pregnancy they don't have enough room to grow. So they're kind of like stuck in that position when they're born. So pretty like club feet, club hands, and just has limited mobility.
Took a while to, I wouldn't say figure out what happened, not what happened, but what my disability was. And once we figured out what it was kind of straightforward from there.
They got him.
Best thing about a snorkel is it always gets in the way of these necklaces.
It also gets in the way of hair.
So what we're going to do is we're going to roll forward. All right, you're going to touch your head to the water, okay?
Kind of shocked at first. I mean, it was definitely something cool just to hear that I got chosen for it, and my dad was pretty happy about it, and I was pretty excited.
I grew up around the age of 6 or 7 years old in south of Cancun in Puerto Morelos, and we would snorkel, scuba dive, swim, just an everyday thing kind of growing up. And after I had a family and kids, it kind of went away. So it started with a leg brace, which is the blue part and the straps. And Deacon doesn't wear leg braces now, but he wore leg braces like this before, and he didn't want to be the only one wearing leg braces, so I went and got a leg brace. And then the funny part is he doesn't have to wear leg braces anymore. So now I have a leg brace, that's fine.
I hope that when someone leaves this island, especially as a new diver and they've never been here before, I hope that they go away from this experiencing a renewed faith in themselves and a renewed faith in their ability to do whatever it is that they want to do. In terms of people who are returning recipients, I hope the same for them as well, that they realize it just reaffirms the fact that they can do anything they put their mind to it. For our volunteers and our instructors, I'm very grateful, and I hope that they feel like I feel. When I get on that plane, not only am I tired because it's been a long week, but I'm also feel really good inside about the fact that I've given of myself in a very selfless way.
It's a pit stop for me. I've given my all to this point. I can't go anymore until I get a chance to refuel, recharge, to get a new set of rubber tires on, to get some fuel in the cell. To me, being able to give back is recharging. It's getting me prepared for another year.
I'm lucky enough to have been able to retire from two jobs, and so I want to be able to give back to the dive pirates, even if I can't be here.
The people that run the show, they couldn't do it all by themselves. It takes, to use the word, it takes a community. You know, it takes a lot of people to get us out in there, and to have enough people to help us get out there, and it's the folks that go to the banquets. That is what makes it run.
You are?
Tia.
Yeah. Yanni. This is Ainsley.
Ainsley.
We're gonna get you on the boat back first.
Okay.
So if you want to turn face that way.
So they noticed a lateral S curve in my spine when I was in 11th grade, so I was a junior in high school. And they were like, we should operate on this. And they asked me if I wanted to go from T2 to all the way down or just stop at L5. And I said, well, I want to walk for as long as I can. And I actually, like, middle school, I was wrestling, I was skateboarding. I just pushed it as much as I could. But eventually I accepted the chair in 2017 and been in the chair since then. And I think I've gotten pretty good at it, if I say so myself.
Zia is the love of my life. He's my best friend. He's my future. He's everything I've been looking for. He doesn't take anything for granted. He's incredibly compassionate. I think Zia handles all of this with poise and confidence and with a surety that I don't understand, because I feel if I was in his position, I would be immobilized. But the really heartbreaking thing for me is that you never know when something is gonna get weaker.
When I met the love of my life, Sadia Abjani, and she's really been a force in my life. That's not just helped me understand that not only is everything possible, it doesn't have to be this daunting endeavor, right?
Yeah. Matt?
It's amazing. It's something that I've been in love with since I was a kid, right? The ocean. And if it's possible, why not try it?
Being there to be able to plant that seed that, you know what? Maybe just because you've survived injury or diagnosis and the world thinks that you can't. Our recipients started looking at it and going, wow, but if I can do this, then I can do that, and I can do that, and I can do that, and I can do... There's nothing I can't do.
Amazing. Yeah. Once you get your bearings, you can really start to appreciate everything down there.
Was it what you expected?
No, it was much better.
See it, so we went to the left, but that sun gun was that long. I didn't see it over his mouth.
I left my boss's house. All I remember is going to school, and next thing I know, I woke up in the field, in the field, and my boss saying, hey, you've had a wreck. Paramedics has been called, or your mom's been called. And I went to stand up, and I just hit the ground, and next thing I know, I was in a helicopter. They say I threw me 60 foot out, 90 foot high through a pine thicket. And then I landed on a stump, and she exploded T12. And told her I'd never walk again, and learned to live in a wheelchair, and that was about it. Oh yeah, I forgot my chest.
Yeah.
Got it?
Got it. And here I make this.
Everything changed. I mean, I actually said it was a better thing for me. Since when I had my accident, I've been skydiving, I've been snow skiing, I've been scuba diving now. I mean, I've been all over. Before then, I hadn't done none of it, you know. I mean, but it changed it. It slowed made me appreciate things more, you know.
I was working at my house, and in my shop, I was painting the ceiling, And I had everything done except above the overhead door. And it was really hot that day. I had a mask on, but it wasn't a respirator. And I didn't realize I was getting overcome by paint fumes. So when I closed the overhead door to get up in the peak, I passed out. And then I fell, broke 4 ribs, punctured a lung, and did a T8 spinal cord injury right below my nipples. And I almost didn't make it. Luckily, my oldest boy was outside the shop and he heard me fall. After my accident, I decided to go to school, college. I went to Madison College in Wisconsin there, and I met, well, I always kind of knew John Christian. He's actually my instructor now, and then he went and got certified to be an instructor for people with physically challenged disabilities.
Welcome to the ocean. Okay, so I have to turn around on me.
It's just, you meet great people that come up for the challenge, and it means a lot to me. So the only reason why I'm here is because I never knew nothing about dive pirates, but when John let me know that there's a great organization like Dive Pirates, and I've always been a pretty good swimmer, so I never had the time before to get into diving, but now that I got into it, I won't go back. So.
They never really realized the sense of community and connection they were going to have with the other recipients and former recipients that they've met on this trip.
As I'm sitting here reflecting on the last 20 years, what's the most meaningful for me personally is the people that I've met along the way, either the students or the instructors, even the vendors, right? The people that we work with to make this happen. Of course, our staff have been amazing, our board of directors, our volunteers. Every person you meet, you realize what they did, the impact that they made on the foundation, and most importantly, on the people that we're serving.
You never know what can happen. You're helping these individuals, and then all of a sudden, whether it's yourself or your partner, be either by an accident or a medical issue, this could be you.
We, and when I say we, I mean people who are disabled. And when I say that, I kind of mean disabled by the world, right? As in, we're perfectly fine, and then the world's just not built for us, right? So not everywhere is as amazing as our time here has been with Dive Pirates and in the Caribbean. But usually, things just aren't accessible.
I think this Dive Pirates process has really taught the both of us, not just him, but me as well. It's taught us that kind of dedication and drive that we put towards others, that we can put towards ourselves too. And amazing things can happen if we do so.